Hi everyone, welcome to Reading Day 1. This week we are looking at Dreamtime stories and we're going to focus on one particular story. It's called What Made Tiddalick Laugh? And it's about a giant frog who is a little bit uncaring. Today's activity is going to be some predicting. We've done lots of predicting at school. We know exactly what we need to do. So this little video is going to be to help you. I'm going to show you some things and then I'm going to say to pause the video so that you can write them down, and then you press the play again and then I'll tell you the next part and you pause it and then we'll keep going. Okay, so it's just like doing it at school. So first thing that we always do, no matter what activity we're doing, is write the date and the title. And because the title of the book is a bit long, I'm actually going to make it shorter and we're just going to write the name Tiddalick. All right. Now, I'm going to demonstrate and I'm going to hold it up and I'm going to use my texter. I am using a texter only so that you guys can see what I've written. Do you guys write with texters or pens in your book? No, you need to use a grey lead. Okay? So, first thing I'm going to do is write the date. And then the title, and we're going to call it Tiddalick. Right. Now, I'm going to hold it up on my piece of paper so you can see. You need to pause the video, which means you press the little ones with the 2 lines, and copy it down, and then you press play, and we can do the next bit. So it looks like this. Excellent, well done. Now, we are doing some predicting. Predicting is where we make a guess about what is going to happen. And sometimes we talk about what's going to happen for the whole story. Sometimes we read a little bit of the story and then we predict what's going to happen at the end, which is what we're going to do today. So, I'm going to read a little bit of the story to you. But first, we're going to write down our sentence starter. Okay? And in this story, Tiddalick gets very thirsty. So he decides to drink, and he drinks and he drinks and he drinks and he drinks all the water in the whole country. So there's no water left. The animals, the other animals, don't really like this. So they decide to do something about it. And you are going to try and predict what the animals do. Okay? So the animals are going to try and make Tiddalick laugh. Your job is going to be to write a sentence and draw a picture about how they're going to make him laugh. So our sentence starter is going to say, they make Tiddalick laugh by, and then you're going to write the rest, okay? I'm going to write it down on my piece of paper, and I'm going to hold it up for you so you can copy it. Or if it's really tricky, you could even ask your grown-up to write it down for you, and then you could try and write the rest of it, okay? So they make Tiddalick laugh by, all right, so we're going to write this bit, then I'm going to read the story, and then you're going to have a go at writing it, all right? So here is our sentence. They make Tiddalick laugh by, and you're going to pause, write this down, and then start again. All right, fabulous, my friends. I hope you've all written it down or got your grown-up to write it for you. I'm going to read you a little bit of the story, and then we're going to discuss what you think. So here is my book. It's called What Made Tiddalick Laugh? In the Dreamtime, there lived a giant frog called Tiddalick. One morning when he awoke, he said to himself, I am so thirsty, I could drink a lake. And that is what he did. Then he drank a river, and then a billabong, and then a stream. But Tiddalick was still thirsty. All day long he searched for water. All day long he drank. last, Tiddalick rested. He had to, for his whole body was swollen with water. That's better, he said to himself, and fell fast asleep. When the sun rose the next morning, there was not a drop of water to be seen. The rivers were dry, the lakes were dry, the streams were dry. Leaves withered on the trees, flowers wilted in the heat. Oh dear. What are we going to do? Asked the birds and the animals. Tiddalick has drunk all the water in the world. There is only one thing we can do, said a wise old wombat. We must make Tiddalick laugh. The animals were puzzled. What does he mean? They asked. When Tiddalick laughs, the old wombat explained, he will open his mouth and all the water he has drunk will come spilling out. And I'm going to stop reading there. So your job today is to finish off our sentence starter and predict, make a guess about how the animals make Tiddalick laugh. Close your eyes for a moment. Have a think. What could they do to make him laugh? Maybe they could do a funny dance. Maybe they could tell some jokes. You are going to try and write what you think the animals do to make Tiddalick laugh. And then underneath you're going to draw a picture, which has to match what your guess was. When you finish that, you're going to get your grown-up to take a photo and they're going to put it on the computer, and the teachers are going to tell you how close your guess was. Tomorrow, you'll get to hear the rest of the story, so you'll find out. Okay? All right, good luck, everyone.